Guys, what's going on? Nick Wood here, and there is a new niche that I'm trying out, guys. I want to talk about it. I'm going to explain it. We're just getting started. I'm going to tell you why, how we discovered it, and this is what I've said, and I've been doing this for, man, I don't know how many months, but I've been sharing niches that I'm testing. I've been sharing niches that I'm doing. I've been sharing niches that I've tested and aren't working, and this video is gonna be no different, but this is what I'm pretty excited about. Let me step out here on the balcony. As you guys know, I am in West Africa, Freetown, Sierra Leone. Look at the view. We got the sea here, the mountains. It's freaking amazing. Let me hop out here. It's hot as heck. There's no electricity, by the way, right now. That's just the game that we play. Anyway, guys, let me take a seat really quick and talk about this for just a moment. Guys, I had somebody recently reach out to me. I think it was on Instagram actually, and they said to me, "Hey, I just started this type of business," and they explained the business. I'm going to share it here in just a second. They said, "Can you get us leads?" Now, most of the content that I put out on YouTube and Instagram and all these other platforms these are videos to help people like me and you that want to start rank and rent side hustles, that want to get into the business model and actually do this and provide and make passive income and provide for our families, to create lifestyles that are super interesting and fun and exciting and have location freedom, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not really targeting these type of people, but occasionally, and more often than you'd think, I will get people that are actually in specific businesses that are like, "Hey, I'm not interested in doing the business model. I don't want to learn how to do it. However, can you get me leads?" And every time I get these messages, I look at the niche and I say, "Can we do this niche or not?" If we can, then I go and say, "What cities do you cover?" And then I look at the cities, I do the due diligence, and I go to them and say, "Hey, I've never done this niche. I have done this niche, this niche, this niche, and this niche, and everything I'm seeing looks like it should be amazing. But there are going to be associated risks. Here's the price. Here's the contract. If you want to do it, let's do it. If not, let's not." So this is no different. And I want to just explain that because whenever I try out a new niche, I try to make sure it's funded by somebody else. I'm not really in the business of just going and testing a bunch of random niches. Now, in the very, 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 very beginning, back 7 years ago, 6.5, 7 years ago, I was trying all kinds of stuff. I was trying alarm systems. I was trying golf lessons. I was trying cactus removal. I was trying cleaning companies. I was trying carpet cleaning. I was trying, oh my gosh, everything that you could possibly think of on my own dime. But what I think is a better strategy for you guys, and I'm telling you this so you guys don't go and just try to do a bunch of random niches and burn a bunch of money and come back and say, "Oh my gosh, it doesn't work," okay? What I would recommend is go into boring niches that you know work. The niche will work. Now half of the equation is done. You don't have to pick a niche. You've already picked a niche. You know it works. Now you just have to find a good city. That's my recommendations. And then as you're growing your business, as you're scaling, you are going to get referrals. You are going to get exposed to people. People are going to find out what you do. You're going to have inbound inquiries. You're going to meet people at restaurants that find out what you do and say, "Hey, can you get me leads for XYZ business?" that you never would have thought of. And those opportunities are where you go and test out new niches. I just want to say that because I know somebody's going to go and they go test some weird niche and they're going to say, "Oh my gosh, this model doesn't work." It does work, okay? But I use opportunities like this. So anyway, this person comes to me on Instagram and they have a mobile IV business, guys, a mobile IV. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this is where literally a lot of times this is more popular in some of these cities that have a lot of clubs and a lot of parties and everything else, but literally you can call this company and they will drive to your location, your hotel room or your house, and they will come with a bag of whatever, maybe it's just water mixed with some electrolytes, maybe it's, there's different mixtures, and this stuff isn't drugs. This is just like, this is health and wellness stuff, right? And they will literally come to you, they'll stick a needle in your arm, and they will give you a drip. Like it's a mobile IV, and I know some of you guys, maybe some of you that are a few years older, or maybe not, or maybe some of you that are younger, like, "What? I've never even heard of that." And maybe some of you guys are like, "Yeah, I've heard of that." But this is a very fascinating niche, and the reason why I'm going to test this out, number one, is because it's funded by somebody else. Number two is because it checks all the boxes, right? This isn't something where it's like, well, I need to go and see that if like, let's take interior design, for example. If I'm paying you to do interior design, I want to see some of the houses you've designed. I want to see some of the living rooms and some of the bedrooms. I'm not going to pay somebody that doesn't have my taste. right? But when it's something like that, it's if it's water and electrolytes, great, bring it, right? In order to be in business, you know, you're going to assume that they're licensed. Like, it's enough of a, hey, an IV is an IV is an IV, just like concrete is concrete is concrete, that I don't think people are going to pay near as much attention to what the branding is as you would think. Now, there's always going to be the player in the space that got in early, that got the name, etc. But I think we're going to have some really good success at this niche. I really, really do. It's becoming more and more popular, not less popular. It's something that's very needed. It's something that's a very good service. I've actually had tons of friends that have done this. My wife has a ton of her friends that are currently pregnant that are doing this. And I think it's phenomenal, interesting business. The margins are insane. These bags cost stupid money. I think it's gonna go amazing. I really, really do. So I am not going to sit here and say, hey, you should do it, you should do it, you shouldn't do it. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna use this deal that I'm gonna get paid on to test this niche, to see how it goes. I'm gonna do a 6-month or a 3-month deal, depending on how I feel about it, depending on when we wrap this up, probably a 6-month. I'm gonna test it out and I'm gonna give you guys updates over the next few months on how this niche is going. So guys, new niche 2023 mobile IV. You heard it here first, folks. I will be updating you as time goes on, and I'll talk to you soon.